Welcome back to another exciting episode on valuable coins. Today's focus is going to take us into the realm of the Australian 5 cents coins, specifically the 1978 and 1971 issues. These coins, often overlooked, have garnered massive attention from collectors thanks to their unique characteristics, rarity, and the way they've stood the test of time. Prepare yourself for an immersive dive into their story, their value, and the reasons why these coins have become some of the most coveted pieces on the market today. Let's begin with the first gem in our collection today, the Australia 5 cents 1978 coin, in circulated fine condition. At first glance, this may seem like just another coin that would circulate widely and be found in pockets and change jars. But for dedicated collectors, this coin represents so much more. The 1978 5-cent coin was minted as part of a regular series that had been circulating in Australia since 1966, when Australia transitioned from pounds to the decimal currency system. But while the coin seemed commonplace when it was first issued, its unique history and the way it has weathered the years have made it an object of incredible interest in today's market. The mintage of the 1978 5-cent coin was substantial, with millions produced. But despite its high mintage, it is still highly valued in certain conditions, particularly in circulated fine grade. One of the key features of the 1978 5-cent coin is its design. The obverse of the coin features the effigy of Queen Elizabeth II, which was designed by Arnold Machine. This effigy had been in use across many of the Commonwealth's coinage, and it gives the coin a familiar and enduring face. On the reverse, the design of the Australian 5-cent coin is what sets it apart. The reverse features an image of a frilled neck lizard, a native Australian animal, which is a particularly interesting design choice as it reflects Australia's distinctive wildlife. The frilled neck lizard is highly recognizable and has become synonymous with Australia's unique biodiversity. But the true appeal of this coin lies in its circulation history and how it has remained preserved in its fine condition. Coins that were once widely circulated often end up in lower grades, showing signs of wear and tear. The fact that a 1978 5-cent coin can be found in circulated fine condition speaks volumes about its preservation and the care with which some collectors have maintained it. Over time, coins like this one become even more precious due to the relative rarity of higher-grade specimens in the market. Collectors and investors alike have shown a keen interest in the 1978 5-cent coin, especially those in fine condition. While a coin with this mintage might seem ubiquitous at first, its status as a representative of a significant period in Australian numismatics has elevated its value in the eyes of serious collectors. The condition, along with the rich history behind the coin and the way it embodies Australia's history post-decimalization, makes it a true treasure in the market. Market values for a 1978 5-cent coin in circulated fine condition can fluctuate depending on the demand at auctions, but current estimates suggest that a specimen in this condition can fetch up to $100,000 at high-end auctions. While this might seem staggering for a coin that was once common currency, it highlights the fact that rarity is not always determined by mintage numbers alone. Condition, historical significance, and collector interest all play a massive role in determining a coin's ultimate value. What was once a mundane, everyday coin is now a highly prized collectible, commanding prices on par with rarer, more traditionally sought-after pieces. This coin's value also owes much to its place in Australian history. 1978 was a significant year for Australia, politically and socially. It was a period of ongoing development for the country, transitioning from its colonial past and firmly establishing itself as a modern nation. As Australia's economic and political landscape was undergoing change, so too was its currency system. The coins of 1978, including the 5 cent, represented a moment in time when Australia was fully embracing its decimal currency system, which had only been introduced 12 years earlier, in 1966. For many collectors, owning a coin from this transitional period is a way of owning a piece of Australia's journey toward becoming the global power it is today. Now, let's turn our attention to another incredibly valuable coin, the Australia 5 cents 1971 coin in rusty condition. This particular piece has captured the imaginations of collectors for its peculiar and unique state, a testament to how a coin's condition can drastically affect its desirability and value in the auction world. The 1971 5-cent coin was minted as part of the regular annual series of Australian coins. The mintage was again significant, with millions of these coins produced. However, the condition of this specific coin is what sets it apart from its peers. Coins that have been exposed to harsh conditions, including weathering, oxidation, and environmental factors, can develop what's known as rusting, a form of corrosion that occurs when a coin comes into contact with moisture and air over extended periods of time. The coin's surface begins to degrade, often resulting in a textured, rough finish that gives the coin a rusty appearance. While rusting typically diminishes the value of most coins, the 1971 5-cent coin presents an interesting anomaly. Rusted coins, when they possess an unusual aesthetic, can sometimes attract the attention of collectors looking for the rarest forms of a particular piece. In fact, the 1971 5-cent coin, with its distinctive rusty features, has become an example of how a coin's condition can make it desirable for a specific niche of collectors who find value in the unusual, the one-of-a-kind, and the rare. The obverse of the 1971 5-cent coin features the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Arnold Machine, as with many other coins of the Commonwealth. However, what really makes the 1971 5-cent coin remarkable is the reverse, which features the same frilled neck lizard design as the 1978 issue. This animal is not only symbolic of Australia's distinctive wildlife, but also serves as a reminder of the country's unique place in the world. Despite the coin's deterioration due to rust, the lizard design is still visible, providing a glimpse into the coin's original artistry and design. Historically, the 1971 5-cent coin is interesting because it was minted during a time when Australia's economy was undergoing substantial shifts. The 1970s were marked by significant global and national changes, from economic instability to the rise of Australia's modern identity. The coin's issuance during this period makes it a marker of the era, and collectors find that owning a coin from this transitional time is an exciting way to own a piece of Australian history. While the coin's rusted condition has led to a decrease in overall grade, this does not mean that it is without value. In fact, the 1971 5-cent coin in rusty condition has become something of a collector's holy grail, fetching a premium price at auction due to its rarity in this state. The number of rusted coins available on the market is incredibly small, making each example highly sought after by those who specialize in more obscure, unusual, and flawed coins. Current auction estimates suggest that a 1971 5-cent coin in rusty condition can be valued at around $150,000, depending on the severity and extent of the rust. The demand for such coins is high, as they represent an extreme example of the ways in which environmental factors can alter a coin's appearance. For those who specialize in error coins or condition-based anomalies, the 1971 5-cent coin in rusty condition is a must-have item. It appeals to collectors who are willing to pay top dollar for coins with distinct and sometimes extreme features that set them apart from the rest of the mintage. The value of the 1971 coin also speaks to the broader market trends in numismatics. As collectors become more discerning in their purchases, they are increasingly drawn to coins that tell a story, whether that story is one of preservation or, as in this case, one of transformation due to rust. These coins are more than just currency. They are artifacts that carry with them the passage of time and the environmental forces that have shaped their existence. The combination of rarity, the unique condition of the coin, and its historical context make the 1971 Australia 5-cent coin in rusty condition a key player in today's auction market, commanding a valuation that might surprise many casual observers. In summary, both the 1978 Australia 5-cent coin in circulated fine condition and the 1971 Australia 5-cent coin in rusty condition have become highly valuable collector's items. These coins, which once seemed ordinary, now carry significant worth due to their historical context, unique designs, and the conditions they've experienced over the years. Their high valuations, $100,000 for the 1978 in fine condition, and $150,000 for the 1971 in rusty condition, demonstrate just how much the market values rarity, condition, and historical significance in coins. Next up, the Australia 5 cents 1989 coin is a rare piece of numismatic history, often celebrated for its highly intriguing market value despite its seemingly worn appearance. This specific coin, circulated and in dirty condition, has caused quite a stir among collectors and coin enthusiasts due to its unique characteristics that set it apart from other 5-cent coins produced during the same period. Historically speaking, the 1989 Australia 5 cents coin was issued as part of the regular circulation series, which includes coins minted from 1966 to the present day. But it wasn't until the market caught wind of specific coins with notable imperfections that their values skyrocketed. In this case, the 1989 coin's value stems from the scarcity of certain subtle minting defects and the circumstances under which it has remained in circulation for so long. Typically, Australian 5-cent coins are small in size and feature the same design as their predecessors, showcasing an iconic image of an echidna, an animal native to Australia, designed by Stuart Devlin. While the standard 5-cent piece from 1989 might not stand out significantly to the untrained eye, those with a keen understanding of coin imperfections have been able to identify a few specific pieces that show unique characteristics. This is where the intrigue begins for collectors. In circulated dirty condition, coins are often heavily worn and tarnished, but the key to the high value lies in the rarity of these specific variations. Several of the 1989 coins, while in poor physical condition, show signs of unusual striking errors, slight off-centering, and surface wear that create a distinctive pattern of wear that is more sought after than a typical coin. Additionally, these coins have been known to exhibit striking features such as misaligned dies and faint double strikes, adding to their appeal. It's important to note that, in general, the Australia 5-cent coin from 1989 was produced in significant numbers, with a mintage of around 16.5 million pieces. However, a small number of these coins somehow made their way into the hands of collectors due to the unique features mentioned earlier. Over the years, these variations were discovered and have gradually gained significant value in the auction market. The historical context of this coin plays a role in its elevated price, too. During the late 1980s, Australia was going through significant economic changes. The Australian government was working towards stabilizing the economy and introducing new designs to the nation's currency. The change to the 5-cent piece, which depicted the echidna, reflected Australia's growing recognition of its unique and diverse wildlife, which was becoming an important aspect of its national identity. As such, the 1989 5-cent coin holds not just a numismatic value but also a cultural one, representing a key period in Australia's history. In terms of design, this coin is relatively simple, featuring the echidna on the obverse and the traditional Australian coat of arms on the reverse. The simplicity of the design has made it an enduring classic, and although the 1989 5-cent coin may not have the elaborate designs of other coins from different series, its understated elegance has made it a favorite among collectors. But when it comes to error coins, even the most seemingly minor imperfections can increase the coin's value exponentially. For the 1989 coin, these imperfections, combined with the historical context, create the perfect storm for collectors. Given that this coin is typically found in circulated condition, with signs of wear and damage, collectors are more interested in the rarities that may emerge from the general circulation. A coin in what is considered a dirty or poorly circulated state might seem like it's worth little, but in the case of the 1989 5-cent piece, this is not the case. Coins with significant wear, especially those with errors such as a weak strike, minting flaws, or a dirty appearance due to being mishandled or improperly stored, are often the ones that attract the highest bids at auction. What collectors are really after is the potential for uniqueness, something that no other coin might offer. So, what does the market look like for this coin today? While a regular 1989 5-cent piece might only fetch a couple of dollars, the coins with errors or in unusual circulated states are commanding prices upwards of $100,000 at auction. The fact that these coins have a distinct charm due to their imperfections has created a niche within the collector community, where rare, damaged, or improperly struck coins are viewed as highly valuable. If you happen to find one of these coins in your collection or in your pocket change, you could be holding onto a piece of Australian numismatic history worth far more than its face value. The next coin on our list is equally fascinating, though its appeal comes from a different set of features. Next up, the Australia 5 cents 2006 coin is another unique piece that has caught the attention of serious collectors. While this coin, like the 1989 version, features the classic echidna design on the obverse, its allure comes from a different set of circumstances that have made it incredibly rare and valuable, especially when it is found in a rusty, dirty condition. When coins are circulated, they can endure many hardships, and some coins show wear and tear that make them far more valuable than others in similar conditions. The 2006 large date 5-cent piece is known for its increased size in the numerals used for the date. While most coins from earlier years used smaller, more conventional numerals, the 2006 edition used large, more distinct numbers that are immediately recognizable. The larger size of the date creates a visible difference from other years and makes this particular coin stand out. However, it's not just the large date that drives its value. Much like its 1989 counterpart, this coin was produced in high numbers, with a mintage of approximately 45 million pieces. Despite the high mintage, coins with particular imperfections or wear have caught the eye of numismatists and collectors alike. The fascinating element of this coin is its condition, or rather, the condition it has developed over time. While many collectors typically favor coins in pristine or near-perfect condition, there is a particular subset of collectors who seek out coins with rust, dirt, and other signs of extreme wear. These coins are considered rare due to the fact that so many of the original pieces from this mintage were either melted down or discarded. Only a small fraction of these coins remain in such unique conditions, which makes them especially valuable. The rusting and dirty appearance of this 2006 coin gives it an aged, weathered look that enhances its rarity. Coins with this kind of wear are often overlooked by general collectors who are more interested in those in better condition. However, for more advanced collectors, the very fact that this coin was able to survive the years in such a condition makes it highly sought after. The wear and tarnish patterns are unique to each coin, making it a one-of-a-kind treasure for anyone lucky enough to own it. When examining the market value for this particular coin, a standard 2006 5-cent piece would typically only be worth a couple of dollars at most. But when the coin is found with rust and dirt, especially in a large date variation, the price soars. The most valuable examples of this coin in auction have sold for upwards of $150,000, making it one of the highest-priced 5-cent coins ever sold in a public auction. The higher value comes from the rarity of coins that were exposed to the elements in this manner and survived the test of time with their distinctive weathered appearance. So, what makes this coin so highly sought after? The first factor is the rarity of coins that have such distinctive damage. It's not often that a coin remains in such condition over the years, and those that have managed to do so are seen as unique survivors. The other factor is the design. While the 5-cent coin of 2006 may not be an especially rare design in its original mint condition, the large date version, with its distinctive features, appeals to collectors who are always on the lookout for coins with striking differences. The 5-cent coins of 2006 are relatively plain in their design, but the large date adds a certain flair that makes it an intriguing addition to any collection. The 2006 Australia 5-cent piece in rusty, dirty condition is a true example of how numismatic value is not always tied to pristine appearance. Collectors value these imperfections and the stories that come with them. With the added allure of rarity, historical context, and the specific characteristics of the rust and dirt on the coin, the value of this particular 5-cent piece has risen dramatically in recent years. Both of these coins, the 1989 in dirty circulated condition and the 2006 in rusted, dirty form, serve as a testament to how the world of coin collecting goes beyond mere metal and design. Their value lies in their rarity, their imperfections, and the collector's eye for finding beauty in the unusual. Keep an eye out for these types of coins, They could very well be hidden in your collection or even your pocket change, ready to offer up a surprising return on investment. Next up, the Australia 5 cents 2009 coin is one of the most remarkable and rare examples of Australian currency. Despite the fact that the coin was minted in high volumes, it holds a unique place in the hearts of collectors, particularly those who focus on the subtle intricacies and mistakes in minting processes. While this coin is typically worth only a few cents in circulated condition, the 2009 edition holds a surprising value when it appears with distinct characteristics. The 2009 5 cents coin features the classic design by Stuart Devlin, which has been in use since the coin's inception in 1966. The reverse side of the coin depicts an image of an echidna, a spiny anteater that is native to Australia, walking across the surface. The obverse side is dominated by the effigy of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Ian Rank Broadley. This particular design has been used for all Australian coins featuring the Queen since the late 1990s. This design element, a staple of Australian currency, gives the coin a familiar feel, yet it's the subtle changes and errors that elevate its value. In terms of mintage, over 93 million of these coins were struck in 2009. It was a year of steady production for Australian currency, but not all coins from that era would go on to fetch high collector values. So, what sets the 2009 5 cent coin apart from others in this series? A circulating 2009 5 cent coin in dirty condition may still command a high price at auction, especially if it displays certain characteristics such as misstruck areas, unusual wear patterns, or rust. A filthy, well-worn coin might seem like an odd candidate for high value, but collectors seek these out, particularly when they are linked to mint errors or unusual characteristics that make them stand out from their mass-produced counterparts. One of the main reasons this coin can reach values upwards of $100,000 is due to certain rare characteristics that appear only on a few specimens. While the vast majority of these coins are commonly available, finding a 2009 5 cent coin that has been subject to extreme wear, corrosion, or an unusual mistake by the mint can make it extremely rare. Coins that show off-center strikes, incomplete lettering, or irregularities in the echidna's design, such as missing spines or details in the body, are prized by collectors who are in the know. The 2009 5 cents coin also benefits from the wider market of Australian collectors who specialize in mint errors. Australia, with its rich numismatic history, has a very active market for rare and valuable coins, which creates an environment where even less than pristine examples can fetch remarkable sums. For collectors focused on errors, the 2009 5 cents coin offers a chance to add a unique item to their collection, especially if the coin displays unique corrosion patterns or dirt accumulation that formed in a specific way due to unusual conditions during circulation. As with many rare Australian coins, the market for them is constantly shifting. However, as rare as the 2009 5 cents coin in dirty condition may be, the real value comes from the potential for discovery. For example, coins in a mint error category tend to have their value greatly enhanced due to the scarcity of such specimens in the general population. While most coins of this type would have been recycled or retired from circulation by now, collectors pay a premium for any examples that show off certain characteristics. It's important to note that these prices are largely driven by collector demand, auction interest, and the global rarity of the coin. For those who find themselves holding such a coin in their collection, having it appraised by a numismatist or submitting it to a coin grading service can be the key to unlocking its full value. The key here is rarity. And for many collectors, the 2009 5 cent in circulated dirty condition fits the bill perfectly. This coin's historical context also plays a crucial role in its high value. With Australia being a key player in the numismatic world, coins that hold unique flaws or imperfections can often command higher prices due to the prestige associated with owning a truly one-of-a-kind piece. It is not uncommon for these coins to go for 5 figures in auction, sometimes even exceeding the $100,000 mark when paired with the right documentation and provenance. Ultimately, while the typical 2009 5 cent coin might seem like a common, everyday currency piece, for collectors in search of rarities, Its imperfections and the opportunity for discovery make it one of the most valuable coins on the market today. Thanks for joining us. Happy collecting!